Welcome back to StellaCrew Gaming. I have the video you've all been waiting for. That's right, I'm finally decided to release it. This is how to flip liveries on any of your vehicles that have the livery capability, more or less. So any of the armored vehicles, any of the new after hours vehicles, any of those vehicles. Alright, so I'm actually going to be doing the glitch that I just posted a few hours ago. So if you haven't watched that yet, go back and watch that. It's going to be a lot more detailed and descriptive of how the actual glitch itself works. I'm going to kind of speed through this one. I mean, this video is still going to be over 10 minutes, but I'm going to try to explain more about the actual process. Alright, so the car that you want the livery on is going to be in the MOC. Okay, now it also does have to be on your magic spot. Alright, so if you don't know what a magic spot is, well, this glitch isn't for you. You have to have a magic spot. This is for the more advanced glitchers, okay? So the car you want to duplicate, or sorry, the car that you want to put the livery on, you have to duplicate onto the magic spot. So you can use the solo method that I've showed before, or you can also use this two-person method that I'm showing in this video to get it on to the actual spot to begin with. Alright, so I'm not going to show you from the very beginning, or else this would be a 30-minute video. So the car you want the livery on has to be on your magic spot in the back of your MOC. Now, what I refer to as a donor car is going to be the car you're going to be getting the livery from. Now, you also want to make sure that donor car is set up properly as well. So it does have to have the livery and the wheels that you want to transfer. Has to have a Yankton plate in green tint and anything else that you want to transfer. If it doesn't have any of those particular options, then you will lose them on the new car that you get on the magic spot once the actual flip is done. Okay, so very important, if you are using a donor car, make sure you do the flips necessary to get the proper wheels that you want, to get the proper livery that you want, and get that all set up. Okay, so we're going to walk through this glitch a little bit quickly here. We're going to hold options when we get in our car, and we're going to tap gas and let go of options as soon as we tap gas. Now, if done properly, our menu is going to open up. Alright, so you're going to hold options, tap R2. This is for PlayStation 4. If I didn't clarify that, this is PlayStation 4 only. Alright, so we're going to hold our options, we're going to tap R2, and then we're going to let go of our options as soon as we hit R2. Now, what should happen, it's going to happen here in a second. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'm contemplating life right now or something, but basically, hold options, tap R2, let go of options, and it should pull up our options menu. Okay, so once we do that, I guess we're going to do it here finally. Still Christmas. We've got the Christmas lights up in the MOC for a few more days. Alright, so now we did that part. To make sure it's worked, we go into jobs. Quick job and play job will be grayed out. Okay, from here we just want to go into Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. We're going to click on Properties. Doesn't matter which one. We're just going to pick any one of these, and then click on this link here to Dynasty 8 Executive Realty. Alright, so click on this, and then from here we're just going to hit the Home button and go back to the home screen. Now from here we pick Warstock. Now from Warstock we're going to go ahead and select the Mobile Operations Center. We're going to hit Renovate on Interior Color. So we're going to pick any interior color, hit Renovate. And then when we hit buy, we're going to hit options very quickly. So we're going to hit X on buy and then hit options. You have to be very quick or else you will renovate it and you will pay for it. You should get this screen like this. Okay, so from here we're going to go to online and we're going to go to Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. Now this was actually the first time I did it in this particular video, so I'm kind of looking around to kill myself, but I can't actually kill myself yet. So you do have to go into Criminal Enterprise first. Alright, so under Online, go to Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. It's going to just give us a black screen, nothing's going to happen. Now to get off that black screen, we're just going to hit circle to go back. Alright, so it still thinks that we're actually in Criminal Enterprise, so we just have to hit circle to back out of that screen. Then our map will come back up, or a menu will come back up. Now we can go into options and kill ourselves. Okay, so from this point, we're going to spawn down at the docks. Now our friend this entire time is in his bunker, okay? So your friend is going to send you an invite to his bunker once we spawn down at the docks. Alright, so you do need a friend for this particular method. As I mentioned, this is the same glitch I posted a few hours ago. So if you haven't seen it, again, go back and watch it. This is a two-person method. So once we're in here, down at the docks, our friend just sent us a bunker invite. Big shout out to DJ Grim Reapers, aka GTA Warlord, for helping me out with this particular video. You want to select the option to join him in the bunker. Alright, so I'm not going to show his point of view, but basically we're going to spawn in the bunker, and our friend is going to go ahead and walk into the MOC, and he's going to take us with him. He's going to say enter with nearby friends, okay? So once he comes around here, he's just going to go ahead, walk into his MOC, so make sure we're close with him, and he's going to take us in. Once he goes inside, he simply just walks out, gets in his MOC, and drives down to your CEO office. When he's at your CEO office, he's going to leave the session. When he leaves the session, you're going to get kicked out of the bunker. Very quickly, you want to pull up your interaction menu and kill yourself. Okay, so like I said, I'm speaking through this a little bit. If that made no sense to you, watch the previous video. But your friend is going to walk into the MOC, walk out of the MOC, drive it down to the CEO building. The whole time, you're going to be on an infinite black screen until he leaves the session. This is where your spawn point will be. So where I spawned right here now after I killed myself, that's where he parked his MOC. Okay, so it's very important. The closer to your office building, the easier this glitch will be. So now once we're down here, we're just going to go ahead and call out our donor car. So again, this is the car that we want the livery from. We're not going to lose this car. We're just using it to merge with the initial half track that I had in the back of my MOC. Alright, so I'm going to call out an Ardent that I have the gold Nova, Sesante Nova livery on. And it does have the wheels that I want transferred over. So it's already set up exactly how I want it to go onto the half track. So once we call out our donor car, alright, we're going to go ahead and call our MOC. So let's just run over to our donor car, get into it. So as you can see here, now paint doesn't transfer over, so doesn't worry about paint, but as you can see I've got a Yankton plate. This one doesn't have green tint, but it does have obviously the Benny's wheels, and it does have the livery that we do want, okay? So those three things will carry over. Other things that sometimes do carry over as well, I've even had it with the half track, is the underglow lighting. So that can sometimes carry over. Green tint, like I said, and even the new headlights, the colored headlights, you could actually transfer those over as well. So make sure your donor car is kind of, pimped out exactly the way you want it, and that'll make it easier. So once we drive into our MOC, it's going to say that it's full. We're just going to accept the alert. We're eventually going to get on this kind of blurred out gray screen, and we're just going to go ahead and kill ourselves. Okay, so we're just going to pull up our interaction menu once again, and we're just going to go out to kill ourselves, take the easy way out, and then we will spawn back out on the map where our friend's MOC was with the car close by. So you can see the car there. Now, right now, it already has the new plate on it, okay? So the plate will change once we drive into the MOC, which you'll be able to notice as well. So before, it said modded. Now it says WFGYT, so obviously that half track came from World's Finest Gamer, because that's his actual plate. So that half track must have been his. Alright, but you can't actually see the plates on the half tracks, so you never know. So as you can see, plate has changed already. This is our duplicate. It will show up on your map as a personal vehicle, so if you don't know where it is, just look at the map, you'll be able to run over to it. Now we want to drive into our CEO building. Make sure our CEO building does have an empty spot. Okay, you have to have at least one empty spot in your CEO building to make sure it will actually drive in. Do not replace a vehicle, the car will revert back and you'll have to start the glitch all over again. Once we drive in, we're just going to go ahead and get back in the vehicle. We're going to hit right on the D-pad and take us into the mod shop. Now, all we need to do is change one thing on the vehicle and then disconnect our internet. So if we're doing the half track like I am, pick the white walls. This way the white walls carry over. So if you haven't seen my video on how to flip a half track, that'll help you out as well. So I'm just going to pick tires. I'm going to go into retro white wall. I'm going to select, and as soon as I select, I'm going to hit my PlayStation menu and I'm going to disconnect my internet. Alright, and I'm not going to show you that. Just go into PlayStation menu, go to network, disconnect your network, reconnect it. You'll be thrown back into story, and then all you need to do is start up a new session. Doesn't matter if it's public or invite only. Okay. Now once we get into that new session, our vehicle is going to be merged. Now, when you are buying something, make sure you're only buying one thing. If the vehicle doesn't have the livery, and let's say you're using a hotring Sabre, you could buy just the livery, and everything else will still transfer besides the white walls. So if it's not a half track, you can still go in and add those in after the fact. So that's up to you, okay? So from here, I'm just going to call my mechanic. My new merged vehicle is going to be in the CEO office in that empty spot. All right, so it actually moves, and my MOC is going to be empty. Okay, so that's basically it. All right, our Ardent is going to go back to where it came from, and our half track has moved to the office building where that empty spot is, and here we have our flipped vehicle. Now this is still our magic spot, so very important. So it isn't saved yet. So to save it, you can either do give cars to friends, or you can do the glitch again to duplicate it off of your magic spot, and then just go ahead and buy a Faggio or whatever you want on top of it, okay? So you need to dupe it onto the magic spot, do this glitch to merge it, and then dupe it again. So you're essentially doing it 3 times. All right, so very important, you don't lose your magic spot, but until you get this off the magic spot, it isn't going to save, it's going to revert back. Alright guys, well that's basically it. I hope you did enjoy. I am planning on doing a live stream, kind of going through it step by step by step, so make sure you do stay tuned for that as well. If you're new to the channel, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. I will also leave a text at the bottom showing you what livery will transfer to what. Alright guys, this is your boy StellaCrew. I'm out.